Selectmen to consider a noise bylaw waiver request from Paramount Television. And we've had this gentleman with us before, Joe Biasecki, if you'd like to come down.
It was a familiar scene in the March 25th Board of Selectmen meeting as, for the third and fourth times in 2 years, the board permitted film crews to undertake major shoots in town. This time around, it was representatives of the Apple TV show Defending Jacob and the smash hit series Castle Rock, returning to a community first introduced to film critics in 2017 when Daddy's Home 2 and Father of the Year shot here, bringing movie A-listers like Will Ferrell and David Spade to town, respectively. First up was Defending Jacob.
The director and designer asked for a small New England town. We took them to Hudson, and once again, they decided to be here for one of the scenes, which would be a hardware store. We picked Robinson's Hardware, and so primarily we'll be there for our filming location scheduled for April 1st.
The producers of Defending Jacob entirely redecorated Hudson's Robinson's Hardware, hanging new signs for the fictional Freeman's Hardware outside and prepping the building's interior to fit their needs. Beyond just shooting there, though, the crew also moved an entirely different scene to the adjacent School Street after their director fell in love with the spot. Just a few hundred feet from where David Spade tackled an inflatable parking lot ornament in Father of the Year, the community connections of location manager Joe Biasecki helped out this year, particularly in regards to that second location and the old Hudson House restaurant currently undergoing renovations directly behind it.
Well, Joe, yeah, I have arrangements with the owner of the restaurant. We're renting his back parking lot. He's actually doing us a favor, and he's going to hold all work on that day. We have arrangements with him on what we need to see for our shot. So he's actually taking down some of the insulation and kind of going to set it up in a way that looks the way the director wants it to look for us. So I appreciate that.
Biasecki, however, was hardly the only location manager working close with community members in this week of movie action in town. In this case, over in the Warner Street residential neighborhood, Castle Rock representatives Tiffany Moore and Casey Regan were in close communication with homeowners for weeks about impending road closures and late-night shoots scheduled during their time in town.
We do a nice letter. We knock on doors. We pay attention. If we flyer a house and we notice the flyer still sitting on the front doorstep, we're gonna, reach out. We've had to reach out to some neighbors to get phone numbers of other people because they're out of town or whatever the reason is. So we've really done our homework to get a hold of everyone that we can.
As with many downtown business owners Biasecki had worked with, homeowners, Regan said, were largely excited for the shoot as it approached.
I think they're eager to have this come to Hudson, and they're excited to watch it. They'll have the perfect view. So.
Right.
Likely a combination of both growing industry connections to the area and a controversial tax credit to films and TV shows that shoot in Massachusetts, future shows may return cameras and bright lights to Hudson. That is, though, if they ever leave. Even as Defending Jacob and Castle Rock wrapped this spring's shoots, Castle Rock already has plans to return, as directors have cast the Warner Street house as their protagonist's home. Though they don't know when for sure they'll be coming back, they already have plans drawn up with the town to do so. And, more likely than not, will be returning sooner rather than later.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor? Thank you.
Great.
You're all set.
Forward to being
Thank you. Good
here.
luck.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.